think, without any further ado, we begin the silliness that is this. This is the Caverns of Blood game. I'm going to click inside this box because I value my cyber life. Welcome to Cavern of Blood, the horror with attitude site. I don't know if it actually goes to the rest of them. Before you begin your journey, please click on the warning icon. I'll keep that in mind. Definitely going to keep that in mind. From the main page. When and if you find the Cave of Jewels, you will receive a special Caverns of Blood completion award. Nothing quite like a good completion reward from the internet. To post on your own site, if you wish, of course. Which, most people don't have anymore. Be nice if people still did. Enjoy the game. Oh, and die well, Spelunker. Alright, tips. The following provides you with tips and information on how to best navigate the Caverns of Blood game pages. Please comply with the parameters as best you can. It will greatly enhance your enjoyment of the game. You will be visiting 10 or more caves, depending upon the choices you make. Your goal is to reach the Cave of Jewels. You cannot advance to the next cave without actually playing the game. Each new cave is more difficult to traverse than the one before it, and little annoyances have been installed to thwart prospective cheaters. Each page contains a different background scene, music, images, and animated GIFs, which is apostrophed for some reason. Simply press the stop button on your browser if you want the animations to stop playing. Once you're in the caves, however, you will not be able to stop the music from playing. Turn your volume down if you get scared. Sup, Max? How you doing? Both Internet Explorer 4 and Netscape Communicator 4 browsers will play the background music automatically if you installed their full version offerings, so there's no need for third-party software. Newer AOL and Web TV browsers will work just as fine as well. You can tell how old this is. I had to look this up. IE4 came out in 1997. IE5 came out in 1998, so this was within that boundary there. When you make it to a new cave, let the page load entirely before you start scrolling through it. Some pages will take longer to load due to your connection speed and the number of images to be displayed. If you hurry, you'll really miss out on a lot of the gore and fun. There is a story to be read here. A very concise, eloquent story. Just a little text on each page. If you don't read the text before clicking for links out, you won't progress very quickly, if at all. There are clues and links in every cave. You have to discover the correct link to advance to subsequent caves. Don't get discouraged. You'll get to the next level eventually. It's fun trying. If you get stuck, read the text on the page. You're in for clues. And finally, if you're able and for best viewing experience, please set your browser font to medium or 12 respectively. This site has been designed to be viewed using any screen resolution, which isn't true. Warning. Enter caves. Thanks for playing. All right, let's go with the warning. Look at it spin! Warning, this text contains subject matter dealing with extreme violence as depicted via text and graphics. You may wish to reconsider entry into the cave pages if you are offended by this type of theme. Okay. You now have enough power to request 4 games. Oh, that is terrifying. That's scary in the caves. This looks very spooky. It is! This is like old school internet spookiness. Anyway, I'm going to go into the caves now. So, here we are. You have naively entered a dominion of phantasmagoric proportions. As your eyes attempt to vainly focus on these surreal surroundings, feelings of uneasiness and foreboding are released into your already shaky system. Seeing only in a strange, two-dimensional manner, you can't seem to distinguish a secure point of reference in any apparent direction. Something might be broken here. Because I'm supposed to see, like, status bar effects here. Let's go back a page real quick to see if I can debug this. No, where did I leave those things? Because, like, usually the status bar does something. Let's go out of full screen and see if that fixes it. Yeah, I guess I need to be in Chrome mode. Oh, well. Reminds you of a scary maze game. If you know you're at least so as I am. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I know the maze game. How you doing, Fedora? And also, how you doing, McEmblem? I don't know if I said hello earlier. Poke me in the eye! Right now. Okay. Oh, it just takes me up here. With these spooky eyeballs that don't actually follow my cursor, because this was before people used JavaScript for anything serious. Congratulations. You've made it this far by nerveless locomotion and sheer luck. However, you become very discouraged and don't want to continue. Fortunately, the overwhelming desire to discover the mysterious Cave of Jewels compels you onward. You proceed ever so slowly by dragging each unseen foot, one in front of the other, never permitting either heel to leave the slushy and opaque foundation that scorns your very existence. A rotten, infected sort of odor has quickly swept through the hollow. Oh, hey, something more to click. Don't click here. I beg of you, no! Oh, anchor tags are amazing. At the end of this unnatural apparition, has been reached. You can no longer travel in this direction. You vehemently strain to see any presence of an outlet or opening. Nothing in kind can be detected. There has to be an exit. I just have to keep looking, you grumble. Perhaps your escape was unwittingly overshot somewhere within the traversal. That putrid, nauseating pungency is getting increasingly less perceptible at this point. It's a browser game that jump scared you? Oh, I think you know what you're talking about. The like irritating maze one where you had to keep your mouse just within the bounds of the little maze. Oh, so much Tails. Wait a second. Something was different in the middle of there. Also, just let you know that this is on the internet, just in case you didn't know. It's right here. Internet. Alright. Come on, I dare ya. Click on me. Alright, Cave of Butchery. As you picked up the gooey, dilapidating skull, you were unceremoniously sucked into some sort of foul-smelling, gyrating vortex. After whirling about for several seconds, you haphazardly plummeted here. There is an intense, repugnant stench all about the area, ravishing your senses. You begin to gag and choke uncontrollably. The rank, corrupt aroma is so septic and revolting that with an explosive surge of helplessness, you ultimately vomit without constraint. You are very pale and debilitated at this moment. Puke? I don't want to go to puke. It's another anchor tag. See, this is back in the day where you can confuse people by doing weird things with anchor tags. Ooh. Can we eject the internet CD disc? I didn't turn on the internet CD disc. And thank you for resubbing, Kappa. How you doing? And happy birthday. And happy Halloween. Go to Python. Turn on DOS. Sadly, this isn't a Dreamcast, and so we don't actually have any internet CD in there. Good old definitely not copyrighted. There's a lot of not copyrighted in here. Let's see, is that it? Yeah. You realize your grievous predicament and actual location. You are gazing inside out of what appears to be a mutilated, lifeless, decaying entity. You're maggot food if you persist in exploring this festering boil of a grotto much longer. You notice eerie pulsations, a constant, dull thudding crunch, and faint wails of pain in the distance. You might be able to slash your way out of here if you were not experiencing so much enervation and instability. Oops, you just violently spewed monolithic regurgitated chunks all over a group of starving maggots. See, they lay it on pretty thick in this. So that didn't take me anywhere. What about this? That's nothing. Ooh, an axe. The axe did nothing. Well, it said slice. And I've done this about 400 times before. So I know how the answer is. Tails doll is creepy, no doubt. And I'll say, how you doing, Kappa? Alright. In the Cave of Carnage, you scantily slithered your way through the carved layer of putrescent flesh. This is kind of what the weird creepypasta thing in that new Super Mario Bros. Hack was trying to do, but this is better, because there's so much more gore. Trying to regain your sickened senses, you take deep, dubious breaths of stale alien oxygen offered. You reluctantly commence surveying these newfound surroundings. A chopping-like, intruding racket, along with disturbing howls of agony and suffering, is ricocheting off the sculpture-riddled walls of this third shuddery inwardness. Holy thesaurus, Batman. Considering your current feeble state of brain and body, you decide not to investigate the source of the grisly, reverberating audio. You then must remind your daunted and pessimistic self, Cave of Jewels, Cave of Jewels. Without further hesitation, you resistively creep toward the chilling shrieks of misery. Oh, cut me, oh, cut me. Oh. You lapsed into unconsciousness after your left arm is hacked off by a rusty axe. That really smarts, too. You become sentient again only after a brief while. You're just happy to be alive. You must now backtrack in order to get back to the depraved murdering ogre that is rampantly feasting upon what was your left arm. The meal is being enjoyed so much, the freak doesn't notice you wriggling away. Back and ass have been in excruciating pain all day. Oh, that sucks. Coughed and threw your lower back out and there's been impossible moving around. Oh, my condolences. That is unfortunate. I definitely know that feeling. I once sneezed and managed to hurt my back. It was not fun. As you cautiously move closer to the unidentified origin of this macabre dissonance, you reach a rather large, obscuring stalagmite, blocking your path. You guardedly peek over the mineral-layered impediment only to behold a hideous, mutated monster like cannibalistic, blood-soaked, frenzied, pus-contaminated, cave-dwelling primitive in the present process of preparing dinner. The main course happens to be a previous explorer that clicked on the wrong icon. While the barbaric troglodyte savagely dismembers the still-alive spelunker, you think, better him than me. Run away! Nope, that got me killed again. Nuts. I guess all of the things are going to get me killed in here. Freshly sheared body parts and carefully scavenged bones are randomly scattered about the dank landscape. It may be possible for you to cleanly slip by this flesh-eating murderer, if you're clever. Dead ends here, spelunker. Die well. Let's see, we got the brain. Jewel entry. That sounds pretty big-brained. Nope, same thing. We'll use the back button this time so we don't get moved somewhere else. Kiss me, you spelunking fool. Nope, same screen. And I apologize for the audio if it's a bit wonky because it's really hard to balance this kind of thing. Nope, that's the same exit. Try the same trick again. Maybe the big axe. Nope, the axe does nothing. Alright, now let's try something else. Let's just try this, random hyperlink. Using a lot of left arms today. I mean, you have more than one, kind of. I mean, I did canonically lose at least one. You nervously managed to stumble by the burly, blood-swilling beast. Good job! Too bad you lost an arm in the process. Look around you. It's pitch black in here. Absolute and trenchant darkness. A vast, chartless frontier of enigmatic shadow. You hear unruffled whispers of undying nothingness, soothing you into a delusive yet tranquil state of contentment. Is this death, you ponder? Or are you once again simply navigating the unknown portals of inner time and space? You'd pray for help if you had two hands. Oh, I forgot that there were, alt tabs on some of these. No. Guide? No guide. I'm at the bottom now. You are at a complete and utter, perhaps terminal, loss of sagacy. I believe that means amount of blood. You do not know where to turn or what to do next. You incessantly pace the void, oblivious to the harsh ache caused by your unemployed and blood-stained arm socket. Oh, poor arm. He's unemployed. Abruptly, though softly, a recurring thought occupies your irresolute, befuddled mind. You urge to follow the light by what you are certain is some form of anonymous, invigilating deity. It was positively chud. Indeed it was. How you doing, Dick Feynman? Let's see what we can find in here. It's dark. I'm likely to be eaten by a grue. No, as the status bar warns us. This looks suspicious. Does it have an alt tab? Zzz. Fair enough. X. Cave of Graves. Thanks to the guiding celestial-like luminescence, you happened upon this frightening and disconsolate place. By the way, significant quantities of life-giving fluids are increasingly gushing out of your unattended shoulder wound and cascading onto the damp, sullen, and now blood-saturated earth. If you're not careful, you'll soon be regrettably and quite prematurely dead. What now, Spelunker? You're dying pretty well, Spelunker. Okay, gotta watch for more alt tags. Ouch! You don't know how much that smarts. That the only text? Ah, okay. You feel tired and listless. As you surrender to the weak and rickety legs that can no longer execute their primary function. Dispirited and traumatized, you finally avalanche to your knees and collapse face down into the swampy, worm-infested soil. Just prior to passing out, you become acutely aware of a sharp, piercing pain running up your right arm and through your stunned and near comatose mind. You're damp and chilled. Lovely. This is your arm socket. Ew. Oh, that's what that is. Gush, gush, gush. I guess the gushing did not help. Cave of Jewels, Cave of Jewels, Cave of Jewels. Confused and groggy, you once again recite the magic, revitalizing words that help you retrieve your lost faculties after a rather lengthy blackout. You find now your claw-like right hand has been stripped of muscle and flesh, eaten away by hungry rodents. This is a goddamn nightmare! Have I been dead and buried? You shout. You've come to realize that the lore associated with eternal rest is nothing but serene. Is everything but serene. Taking matters into your own hand. Ayo. You tortuously smear some of the putrefying mud over your blood-ejecting shoulder stub to act as a type of bottle cork. You then obtain some much-needed nourishment by consuming several dozen of the protein-enriched resident worms. Stronger and more alert now, you boldly, adamantly proclaim, I'm gonna climb the hell out of here right now! Okay, then don't then. Fine. Oh, they're using mouse out, that's cute. Ooh, crap. Oh, nope, there's my hand. Look, I found it. Where's my pinky ring? Hand flesh. Don't hog the hand, man. Save some for me, will ya? Okay. Let me out of here. Die well. Hello. Nope, none of those buttons did anything. Guess we'll try the climbing one instead. Okay. I think we've seen everything here. Let's climb out of here. By advancing to the uppermost part of the loathsome entombment, Cave of Souls, you clawed your way through worms, mud, and corpses to expose a slender, foreboding corridor that you narrowly succeeded to permeate. In fact, were it not for the subtracted bulk of your missing left arm, it's unlikely you could not have made it to this abyssal and hapless world. All around you are lost, forsaken slaves of iniquity and greed, fruitlessly pleading for salvation and reclamation. Suddenly, you too are overcome with an irrepressible anxiety and desperate sadness. A kind of coercive, diabolical force appears to be curbing your cave of jewels aspirations. It beckons you to cross the subliminal threshold, separating life and death. It offers you boundless limitations of power. Limitations? No. And unconditional restitution. Ooh. Kneel before me, Spelunker. Could have had a V8. Wanna go home? But I'm innocent. I swear this pose is used in, like, Doom or something. I can help you, Can I help you, Spelunker? Maybe, maybe not. You seriously contemplate the message. I am at the end of my rope. I have been hacked, devoured, battered, humiliated, and I've only discovered 6 caves, but each has been more devastating than the one before it. I'm tired, man. Real tired. With that, conniving tempter immediately produces 4 burning icons and places them before your judgment. You are then relentlessly pressured to choose your destiny. As promised, one choice shall return you to your depleted flesh, your original vitality, your stern resolve. The others shall result in relinquishment of your soul and sanity to an unforgiving and everlasting damnation. Isn't that just fun? This is sadly the one element that doesn't work. I don't have this particular sound anymore. It goes, na 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 na, but I don't have it, so. Burn, baby, burn. Ouch is very hot because we tried that one. That wasn't even a choice, Spelunker. Nevertheless, you will celebrate eternity. Armless, of course, by reducing in song until you puke. That's an archvile of Doom? Okay, I thought it looked familiar. So this had to be after, like, Doom 2, then. At least we can place that. But Doom 2 came out, like, post-95, so that doesn't actually help us. Choose me, I'm good and tasty. Choose me, I'm out of this world. Choose me, I'm full of it. Choose me, I'm nice and frosty. Well, start to the left. Nope, wrong choice. Yeah, I've already rejoiced once. I don't need to rejoice again. Nope. Okay, if I get it wrong a third time, we'll rejoice. Fine. Guess this one must be the right one. Cave of Ice. What is this place? Damn, it's cold in here. Now, that sounds good. I'm gonna have a cold drink. Kiss me, Spelunker. Ostensibly, you made the correct decision. Or so you think. Although you outwitted the evil persuader, and now possess a renewed health, your left arm and right hand have been miraculously reconstructed. Eternal damnation may have been more pleasant than a temperature of only 2 degrees above zero. Which zero? Kelvin, Celsius, or Fahrenheit? Those are very different things. This tubular cavity of a frozen wasteland appears to hold food storage for a variety of carnivorous creatures. A few morsels of coarsely sliced human remains are seen neatly organized into groups, probably arranged by preferences of human taste. Hallelujah, you managed to test all the doors and successfully choosing the correct last one. I mean, that's how these things work, isn't it? Oh, hey, the rat's here. Human steak? What the hell? Don't bother me, I'm thinking. I never actually read the alts on these in a very long time. This looks like bread. Is it meat bread? I guess it could be sweetbreads. That's a thing. Anyone know a good podiatrist? Just move me down. I'm not ready to read that. There's something else here. Under that thin layer of ice. It's a diamond! A pink diamond, you exclaim, as you jubilantly examine the perfectly defined 5-carat gem. All doubt is expelled. Your goal is now imminent. Yeehaw! You hastily make your way over to the unthawed crunch of broken ice. While still admiring your newfound precious stone, you unintentionally let your concentration sway away from the danger at hand to the Cave of Jewels. You examine the jewel more closely. Ah, it's him! Just behind a menacing Arctic crystal, he aggressively hurls himself towards your presently retreating position, vigorously swinging a bloody axe that hungrily yearns to become intimate with your newly restored left arm. There's no way out of here! Your entire body receives massive jolts of adrenaline, caused involuntarily by stark horror of the monstrous flesh hunter's unrelenting onslaught. He's nearly upon you. Hell with it, man. I'm kicking some caveman ass. Throwing caution to the wind, you turn decidedly and maneuver to launch what will most likely be your only chance to counterattack. You lunge headfirst directly into the fixed track of the rampaging demon Trog. You dead, Jewel Hunter. Want a piece of me? Yeah, I want a piece of you. I kill you, man. Hell. Hell is not a cave, but sure, why not? Using the battering ram tactic, you effectively jolted the formidable and vicious man-eater off his feet, thus driving him flat-backed into the frigid, brittle turf. Inadvertently entangled after the damaging collision, you too careened downward, lumbering punishingly on top of the injured predator. The tremendous weight of the two impacting bodies was cause for the frosty polar surface to crack and shatter, opening to reveal a peculiar, torrid, steaming, unmapped pit of fathomless depth. Unable to otherwise prevent it, you and the ungodly denizen unwillingly tumbled into the fearsome trap and inexorably descended further and further, hellbound. You've gone from freezing cold to blistering heat. Oh, hi, Zucati. How you doing? Blistering heat. The caveman continues. Although temporarily dazed, the gore feeder displays his intentions to reestablish the assault. You frantically search for approximate weapon to defend yourself. Nothing tangible can be found. Wait a minute. How about the diamond? You speculate. You promptly remove the Olympian stone from your pocket and spontaneously catapult it at high max velocity in the direction of the oncoming marauder. Bullseye! Right in the temple! With an open, blood-splattered mouth, an expression of astonishment, and a defiant snarl, he sinks to one knee, seesaws twice, slumps again, and topples lifelessly into adjacent cremating flames. At last, the heinous cannibal now dines at the fiery buffet of unrestricted seconds. Nice piece of work, Spelunker. Lucky shots, Spelunker. That's not fair. Alright. Although you survived the battle. Was there more? Nope. The life-saving pink diamond is forever lost in the burning inferno. It's extremely hot in here. You're finding it difficult to breathe. You notice that distinct singed hair aroma. Oh, that's the worst. First experienced as a child playing with matches. Weren't we all? Sweat streams out of your scorched pores like blood out of an amputated arm socket. You instinctively begin to investigate icons for a link that might return you to the ice cave. This blazing underworld is home to numerous hobgoblins, tiny nettlesome devils, and mocking evil spirits. All possible escape routes are hindered by vexing satanic commandos. They cruelly ridicule and taunt you, hovering in and out, cackling and hollering obscenities, yammering about your mortal righteousness. You'd better make an ascending move, and fast. That crest of your nose, your fingertips, and your earlobes are becoming charred and crispy. Better hurry up. Burn in hell, scumsucker. Ooh. Neener, neener, neener. You really screwed up, fool. Yeah, it's about the same. You appear to be glowing. Are those blisters? What's that aroma? What are my options here? You're fat, Spelunker. Is something burning? You foul-smelling mortal. You smell smoke? Bite me, Cave Seeker. I like my options. Hell, can I go up? Nope. Still stuck. That doesn't work. How about the flames? Hot, don't touch. What do you think it looked like? A hotel suite? Maybe. No. No more alt text. Let's try this vampire dude. Your feet are combusting. The cave bear continues. How about the rat? Nope. Your eyes are scorched. The cave bear continues. Your skin is bubbling. The cave mare continues. Noticing a pattern. Your clothes are igniting. The cave mare continues. Alright, Cave of Ice. You firmly latched onto the bristly, armed backside of that riptorial hellbird just as it began, soaring upbound in pursuit of a cool, refreshing drink of blood, as you were excited to see the demonic taxi. You spotted a welcoming patch of much-needed slush in which to wallow and soothe your nearly incinerated appendages. There are 8 culminating tunnels here. You sense you're only one step away from confronting a long-awaited and well-garnered destiny. Thinking aloud, you whine, but which one's the right one? They all look so similar. And how will I get past that patrolling, hostile-looking gargoyle? Damn, what should I do? Whine, whine, whine. And what will become of me? And nothing down here. All right. Nice and cool. These have alt text? Nope. You firmly latched... Oh, wait. That just takes me down to there. I already did that. You're really, really cold. It's dark. You're at a dead end, but you can partially make out an isolated entryway divulging several glistening ornaments just around the bend. You can probably reach it using a different route. You firmly grasped it. Time out. Time in. It's dark. You're at a dead end. Your singed flesh is veiled by a marvelous, aromatic, floral fragrance that seems to be emanating from somewhere else close by. You can probably uncover its origin by following your spelunker's intuition. What's that one? No, you're really freezing. The cannibal lives. Just kidding. Is it chilly in here? It's dark. You're at a dead end. But from above you and to the right are the musical singings of echoing wind chimes and delicately clinking crystal glasses. If you chase the melody, you can probably discover its source. Gotta pee? Pee break! Ah. You can see your breath. Pee you. It's dark. You're at a dead end. But from above you and to the left are musical singings of an echoing wind chimes. Definitely, yeah, we already did this, except it says left this time. Alright. It's dark. But you ripped into that poor defenseless infant gargoyle like an axe into flesh. It worked with the trog, didn't it? You brutally broke one of its wings and sent it plummeting down to the sizzling heddle pit to fiery, unmerited death. It only wanted to play with someone, you sick, sadistic, murdering bastard. Eat jewels and die, Spelunker. Whine, whine, whine. I made it. I'm in the Cave of Jewels. Look at all these beautiful jewel-related animated gifts. Some of them not even animated, like this egg here. But do any of these have, like, alt text? I don't think any of them do. Alas. Congratulations, Spelunker. Click on your skull to collect your well-deserved reward. Spoopy Web 1.0. Yeah, pretty much. We made it to the Cave of Jewels award page with this completely original tune that isn't anything that will get me my VOD muted. You are now entitled to display one of these wicked award logos on your own homepage if you still have one. Simply put your mouse pointer over the logo you prefer and give your mouse a right click to save. See, I could save it picture as, or maybe email, or print it, or set it as my desktop, none of which we'll be doing. Each logo is about 5 to 8K in size and will download almost immediately. Please link the logo back to the Caverns of Blood main page so other unsuspecting adventurers will have a chance to die. Thank you. Can we go home now? Spelunker. And so ends the Caverns of Blood. And here's the deal. I'll actually explain now. Should put one of these on my website? You're right, I should. If only I didn't already own this. So basically, this website, Caverns of Blood, used to exist and had been around for a good number of years, and just went offline in 2022. And I tried to find all of the bits to reproduce this particular website, but I couldn't. Archive.org didn't have all of them. It's a very deep website with a lot of branching paths, and Archive.org just doesn't really deal well with that sort of thing. And so I later remembered, like a year later, that I had done this on this Windows 98 machine, and because it's a large enough hard disk, it saved in its web cache almost everything from this entire little website. And so with some annoying amount of like rewriting HTML and fixing hard links and all this, I put it back on the web. And so yeah, you can go to this website now. It'll give you a little bit of information. It won't work well in any modern web browser, unfortunately, but I would recommend Firefox over Chrome. And I link to the archive version here, because every time you visit one of these pages, it'll try to download the MIDI, and it's really annoying. I don't know why. It's just something that Chrome does. I assume it has something to do with the way it's embedded and Quarks mode. So theoretically, you could use this to make people download MIDIs, but I never managed to reproduce it and send a bug report. So if you want to do that, maybe you can get a security bounty for it. I don't know. If putting MIDIs on someone's computer is a malicious thing you can get away with. So yes, that was Caverns of Blood. I kind of wish that they hadn't taken the site down. It was kind of fun. Old school web 1.0 stuff. But what can you do? So thank you all for indulging me in this silliness, because I realize it's a very silly thing. But if you do want to go do it yourself, there you go, bloodycaverns.net. I bought that domain like 3 days ago to make this work properly, rather than having it hosted somewhere else. And I'll probably upload this and put it on YouTube in like the next couple days and tweet about it, since I've restored something. Maybe someone cares. Anyway, that's all I have for this. That's all I have for the Caverns of Blood. And now I need to remember to bring the volume down a little bit for Phantasmagoria too, because it's really loud. Or regular Phantasmagoria.